a re-bike check. I did this one earlier, but I didn't like it. I felt like I didn't give proper information. I wanted to redo it, and I wanted to get it out to you guys this morning because I wanted to let you know about the sale I'll be having here at RPO BMX on Thanksgiving Day from 12 a.m. till 12 a.m. Black Friday morning or midnight Thanksgiving Day. So that will be a buy one, get one of equal or lesser value sale, and you can buy any part in the shop new and get another one of equal or lesser value at 50% off for all my new parts from my distributors. And same thing goes for pre-owned. If you get something pre-owned, I listed some stuff on Instagram. If you guys want to check it out, you can get something pre-owned of equal or lesser value as well. So that's going to be this Thanksgiving Day, 24 hours only. I do have some other sales going on until Christmas, such as this one where I'm selling this ATF right now for $7.95, and that will last until Christmas Day. And I'm going to get into the bike check for you. Yeah, follow my Instagram if you don't, RPO BMX BTQ, all one word, and I'll be posting on there. Also on Facebook, you can look up the same thing, search the same thing, and if you're watching this, I hate to ask this, but you need to be a subscriber in order to win the raffle that I'll be having on June 1st, where I will be giving a custom complete bike away using parts from my distributors, and you will be receiving a raffle ticket for every $75 spent per order. So change doesn't roll over. You spend $150, you get 2 tickets. And on June 1st, or once there are 100 at least entries, I'm going to be giving away a free bike that's, I'll give you guys a glimpse of it at the end of the video in case you want to fast forward and stop listening to me yap right now. But still have sensitive wrists, so when I say that I test these bikes, I don't test them that seriously because I really can't ride that seriously, but I do try them out. I do end up tweaking them. I think a bit of a broken-in bike is a little bit better than something like a broken-in shoe. I know if you guys go to the shops and buy a complete, they may or may not tell you, but 2 weeks later after riding that bike, if you do get a good 2 weeks worth of riding, you're supposed to tighten up those spokes, get the wheels re-trued, and I don't know how many bike shops actually tell you that. A lot of my wheels that are not custom completes, that are built straight out of the box, or that I've built using new spokes and new rims, I don't test those, but some of the pre-owned ones, definitely test those, get them trued. In this case, we have 2 pre-owned, switched out the bearings in this Mission Honor rim, which is one of Mission's aftermarket rims. It has this Bond polished hub, and threw in a couple of bearings, and it starts underneath the cone nuts, and drew the wheel up, and it running perfectly, and the spokes are tight, feeling very stiff. So same thing with the back here. In this case, we have a right-hand drive fit OEM rear wheel, which is, it's a double wall rim, and it is made 6061 T6 alloy. However, it does not have the pin seam, but it is a fit product, and Fit makes some pretty good products. So we also set this up, so I replaced the bearings, had the bearings replaced in here. I personally didn't replace these bearings specifically, my mechanic did, and kind of souped up the back wheel a little bit, and he straightened it out and retrued the wheel, and it wasn't in that bad of a shape, but looks great now. Threw some Maxxis Max Daddy tires on here. This is the big one in the front, and the smaller 2.15, I believe, in the rear. I'll let you guys know right now. This is a 20 by 2.0 in the rear, and in the front This one is a 20 by 2.25, which, as you can see, looks pretty big on the Mission Honor rim, as it's a bit of a wider rim. So it's pretty nice. These are definitely some dirt tires meant for some heavy duty dirt, I would say. If you guys watched the couple hill bombs, that was me testing this. I do have two ATFs. I have a red gold fade one that is 21 inches, and I have this one that is 20 inches. So this is not one that I have been riding for a while. I just recently picked this up. Shout out to my boy Tim. He traded it in. Guy's 6'2". This is a 20-inch top tube. So when I say 20-inch to describe this, I don't mean 20-inch wheels. I mean that the top tube is actually 20 inches. I do ride it at 5'8", but a little short. I'd recommend someone right around on 5'8" and under. I'm about 5'8 and a half. So that's pretty much how I have it set up. It does have the nice longer back end, 13 4-inch chainstay to 13 9-inch chainstay. So it's pretty stable. I have this one back pretty far. It's right around 13.8, I would say, for this chainstay. And I'm just going to start getting into this right now. So we have a new nice fresh set of the Mike Hoder BTM grips. Favorite grips of a lot of people, and by S&M. Love these grips. Also the S&M bar plugs, which are rubber, very nice. Not they don't get scuffed up and lose their color like the plastic or nylon ones do. We have a set of, and this was a confusing one for me for a little while till I just kind of figured it out with my buddy that sent them to me, Ryan, who never even rode these, and really neither did I, besides after I built it up and tweaked it a little bit. And these are the Brian Foster Cruiser bars, I was told. I'm going to do a quick measurement. I believe they are a 9-inch rise, and I'm going to say that is incorrect. I'm going to say they're lower than a 9-inch rise. These guys look to be, let's see. Yeah, they look to be under 9. They look to be around like 8.8, 8.75. So I'm going to double check that, and I will get back to you on it. Sorry, I didn't look at that one. And because I couldn't find them, to be honest, I really did. I tried to find the specs on these, but I couldn't find any chrome fit bars. So I believe they're made in USA. They're 28.75 width, which seems about right, and they have a shorter rise. So attaching them in also in the steering area is a Redneck XLT stem. This is a beautiful stem out of the box. If you see it up close, I know they did a few different versions of the Redneck XLT. They have one with the shield drawing on the front, and that one's a little bit wider, I believe, and the cutouts are a little bit different. I'm not sure which one came first, so if you know in the comments, let me know. S&M is not one of my distros, nor is Fit, so I really don't, I don't know. I'm not into them quite as much, even though I think they are, great companies. Below this, we have a Total Kill a Bee headset. So the Total Nation, or the Total Killer Bee Army. I really liked this headset. I like the aesthetic of it. It looked very nice. I had a gold spacer that I thought would look good with the gold top cap that I picked up at Action Wheels, which is the bike shop that's in our area that does carry S&M and Fit stuff. So if you are looking for that kind of stuff, any of those components, you can get them at Action Wheels. I do not have those, and that's exactly where I got this gold cap, and I'm thinking of grabbing another red one. I've been thinking about that for a while, so I'll let you know about that, Scott. I know I mentioned that a few months back, but anyway, moving on. S&M pitchforks, 26mm offset, as this bike is designed for a bit of a smaller rider. I figured the shorter offset would allow for them to have a little bit more of a responsive front end to ride with. So went with 26, plus they're the only pre-owned pitchforks I do have. They are uncut, as you can see. They have a pretty long hollow steer tube, and they are the wide mouth versions, and they can definitely handle these. One thing I didn't mention about these tires, they max out at a 40 psi, and you may want to run them like around 35, depending on the type of mud you're running in or dirt you're running in. You'll get a little more traction with the less psi. So recommend a little extra psi in the back, in the front, as well as most of your weight is in the back. So okay, let's get to the drivetrain here. We have, I do have these. I'm going to be right back, but I'm going to talk about those pedals in 1 second. Shout out to my boy Caesar, hooked me up with 2 sets of pedals not long ago, and they have an HT on them. They're very light. They're a plastic pedal with, I believe, a sealed bearing. Not an extremely expensive one, but a very nice slim design to them. I think they're more targeted for a mountain bike pedal, and as this is targeted towards, some serious dirt riding, I figured I'd get some nice big pins on here and just recommend wear your shin guards and knee pads when you do go riding, especially with these pedals, which are connected too, and they do have a bit more space here, as this is in kind of like an ATV frame, so you're not going to be doing as many snappy tricks on this thing. You need a little extra space maybe in case you're in like some mud. You're not going to have your shoes or whatever rubbing against your crank arm. And then the 24mm spindle fit indent cranks in chrome, 165mm. The cranks that have been around the world and still look great and are running great. I don't know what to say about this aside from those guys of you that do tail whips and stuff and worry about ankle bite, even though even I get some every now and then. They do have a bit of a lip here, which the blunt cranks do not have. The blunt are their newer version of cranks. So aside from that lip, awesome crank, awesome look to them, very nice. The chrome is like amazing. Do have a little bit of ankle of road rash here. Actually, it's not road rash. It's from a wrench. I was getting frustrated with these cranks at one point. But they do have a nice 24mm S&M bottom bracket with gloss black dust caps here. This is a 28 tooth We the People 28 tooth We the People sprocket. I got this. I just like the way it looked. It's a Patrol, We the People Patrol, and it's lightweight. The chain alignment's very nice. It has a KMC K1 SL light chain. I've had this chain for a little while, and it actually very nice. I haven't ridden it. When I say I've had it for a while, it doesn't mean I've been riding it for a while. It just means I've had it and I've chosen to put it on this now. And saw Chad DeGroot's bike check. Shout out Chad. And he had it upside down. I flipped it. It actually runs smoother since it's been flipped. I don't like my chain super tight. I don't like it whacking the chainstay, but right about there. And there you go. Let's see what else. I said right-hand drive, rear tire, fit OEM. It's pretty nice wheel. Definitely was able to keep the price down by using these wheels. Wheels can get really expensive, as everyone knows. And here we have an tripod seat set up, and I did this mainly for weight savings. This is an Odyssey tripod seat with, I believe it's like the Tom Dugan, old school Dugan seat. It says Dugan right in here, and you got the Odyssey design on the back, and the thing weighs like nothing, so the entire build I was able to keep down to 24.3 pounds, which is pretty sweet with using some of these, pretty heavy duty parts. And I would say, yeah, like I would guarantee this for probably like 3 months of riding from any like malfunctioning. And otherwise, I'd fix it for free. Or if you go breaking apart, as we know, some of the pre-owned parts, I do know the frame was not ridden very hard. I do know the forks were not ridden very hard. I do know the bars were not ridden at all. The cranks were. So I don't ever say, unless it is something from my distributor, new directly out of the box, it is a pre-owned item. If you sell it to me, it's still in the box. I get it from you, it's still a pre-owned item. The only items that my shop has that are not pre-owned are the items from my distributors, like Primo, like Animal, and although I do get some of their parts as well, I don't refer to those as new either. Those are pre-owned. The only parts that aren't pre-owned are the parts that come straight from the distro. So just wanted to clear that up, and I hope you guys enjoyed this bike check. I'm trying to see if there's anything I forgot. Some nice cool gold valve caps. That's about it, man. It's an awesome bike. I know they don't have this size in stock right now. ATFs are tough to get in this color. $795 is like a steal. S&M frames are literally $500 each new. So at $795, you get all of this. You get some cool discontinued cranks, seat, stem that is awesome, Redneck XLT. And yeah, man, I'd rather this not be sitting here. I'd rather someone else be out there riding it. So yeah, if there's someone out there interested, hit me up and I will get this to you. All right, I will give you guys a little bit of close-up. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I will be back this week with more instructions and more sale information. Let's go over some of these parts here. There's that Dugan seat. Definitely something you want to see up close because it looks really cool. There's your K1SL. Indent cranks. Good condition. Love chrome. Love the chrome cranks. They're really hard to scratch. Let's get it up close at this stem. I know a lot of you guys probably want to see this. Redneck XLT. Have a little washer under there to protect it. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm out.